And if you doubt him, go check out the Brazilian economy. When I went to the World Cup in 2014, the Brazilian football, the football museum generates so much money that they thought of adding more buildings to it. The museum, you just go there. You can watch highlights of all the World Cups, see the jerseys of all the players that have ever played for Brazil, not just at the World Cup. So you can see highlights of the World Cup from 1930 to the last one that was done in Brazil. Persons are thinking, the museum, the football museum, it takes about, it receives about 1,500 visitors in a week. 1,500 visitors pop into that place in a week. And sometimes it's even more. And they make money. The least you can pay to stay there for about 5 minutes is about 25 Brazilian reals. Somebody is thinking. Ask me, let them bring the jerseys that we wore for the World Cup in 1994. Where can we find them? So it's good that the ministry, they're going back to the grassroots. They are doing things that can protect the future of sports in the country, and we love it. Let's get on with the show now. I'll talk about the World Cup. Yes, that's a big one. Everyone is counting down to the 2018 FIFA World Cup. It's now 49 more days to go. We love it so much because Nigeria will be competing in that one. And people believe that this is the time Africa can make a statement at the World Cup. Things are going well. Preparations. The players are doing so well also. You know, Mo Salah doing his thing right there for Liverpool. Johnny Allo is still on fire in Russia. Ndidi is playing week in, week out. Victor Moses is doing the same. Alex Iwobi is playing for Arsenal. We're ready for the World Cup. And so the Nigerian Football Federation, they understand that this is going to be serious business for the country. Amaju Pinnick is the president, and the Super Eagles will be playing their farewell match in Port Harcourt. That's the information we're receiving. That's the River State capital on May the 20th. On May the 28th with DR Congo. It's called the farewell match. They'll play that match before they leave the country to camp for the World Cup. This is according to the president of the Nigerian Football Federation, Amaju Pinnick. That's him right there wearing white in picture. And then, of course, you see NFF executive member, Barrister Chris Green. I also see the Commissioner for Sports in River State, Bomayaye, and Super Eagles technical advisor, Gernot Raw. They were in Port Harcourt to check out facilities that will be used for that farewell match against DR Congo. Let's go to Port Harcourt and get more reactions from that visit.
You realize that our first Cup qualifying game was played in Port Harcourt against Swaziland, and in fact we were supposed to continue in Port Harcourt, but I think where we were meant to play our second game was when Deeper Life they had their camp, their retreat in the stadium, so we had to move to you. And now we feel that we should come and say thank you for that first game, and that they accorded us, and also we're also looking at other marketing potentials that what we are trying to do is to raise funds for the Super Eagles, and then some of the conditions they gave us, not just the government but companies that we are working with, that we're looking at. So we look at, most importantly, we look at the facilities, and they are top notch, and we are happy with what we have seen. So we will definitely be playing our game here on the 28th of May against the DRC. And we'll have the DRC, they'll be arriving here on the 25th of May and coming with a charter flight, because that's our commitment to them. And then they'll be leaving after the match, after a dinner. That's what we just discussed with the government for both the Super Eagles and the Congolese national team. And we're also happy to inform you that the CAF president will be attending the friendly game here in Port Harcourt. That has been confirmed, sealed, and delivered. And we are very thankful to the people of River State. And this is not the first, second, third, fourth time the Super Eagles will be coming to Port Harcourt. Like I keep saying, everywhere is home to the Super Eagles. Lagos, Kaduna, Kanu, Mina, anywhere can be home to the Super Eagles. Uyo, Delta, because they are Super Eagles of Nigeria.
We must thank the Nigerian Football Federation for giving us the opportunity once again to not just host Nigeria, but a foreign country that is coming here to play with the Super Eagles. And then also say that His Excellency, the Governor of Rivers State, has done well in terms of funding national sporting events like this. Like you mentioned here, he hosted AWC African Wrestling Championship on behalf of the federal government. Now again, he's hosting the Super Eagles on behalf of the federal government. This is something that is worthy to mention about. It is something we need to commend His Excellency for. I mean, it's not easy, especially in these hard times when resources are very minimal. But because of his love for sports and his love for Nigeria, he will keep doing it. So we must thank him and then say, bravo, Your Excellency, the Governor of Rivers State.
So that's it. You've heard it all from the president of the NFF. The Super Eagles will be playing that farewell match against the Congo right there in Port Harcourt, the Rivers State capital. Let's take updates from the Europa League. Not good news for Arsenal fans. Arsenal fans, what's going on? Antoine Griezmann has just equalized for Atletico Madrid. Atletico Madrid, they're playing one man down, and Arsenal still conceding a goal in the 82nd minute. So it's Arsenal 1, Atletico Madrid 1 in the Europa League. Marseille is still in the lead against Salzburg, leading by 2-0. Sports Tonight on Channels Television. So much is being said about the World Cup. Nigeria is also preparing. What's the big deal about the World Cup? Mutia Adepoju played at the World Cup, and he has this answer.